Listen, this is the last one. Let's go balls to the motherfucking wall and give people every bit of fucking everything you have on this movie.
Welcome to another episode. We are doing this, not realizing today when we woke up that we'd be doing this and talking about a new trailer that released. I believe it's like a release for Spanish audiences or something, because it said Este Halloween at the beginning of the thing. But in the age of the internet and social media, it may as well just be for everybody because we damn sure saw it.
Right.
So yeah, another trailer, man. I know we have other news to talk about too. I don't know where you want to go, how you want to start. I'll let you decide. But
before we get into like the main news,
right,
because we like to make you wait just a little bit.
We do. I mean? This is true. So I'm sorry if I got everybody excited right off the bat. You are gonna have to watch the whole video.
It's coming though. Let's talk about some of the theories that I found. From the Halloween groups, because this becomes like my version of the comments, because this shit's crazy. Okay, so you're gonna like this one. What if, and just hear me out, what if Corey really kills Karen at the end of Kills? That's how he got to her so quick. You can imagine the massacre for this one in the comments that I didn't even care to share. No. Moving on. If Michael, and this is probably my favorite one, if Michael Myers dies by a 60-year-old grandmammy, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, dude, that was the best one I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, Michael Myers himself is a 60-year-old grandpappy.
Yes, he is. Papa is still getting around pretty good though. So here's another theory on ends. Michael and Laurie team up to fight another evil. No, absolutely not. They are not going to be friends. They are never going to be friends. They were brother and sister at one point, but they are not anymore. And that's the extent of the whole conversation there.
They're trying to suggest that they're going to do something similar. First of all, I would be still focusing on taking Michael out, because he's obviously the most dangerous. I mean, come on, we know this. Michael would not. This is like in a battle royal when remember when everybody would turn and try to get Andre the Giant over the top rope? Michael Myers is the Andre the Giant in this scenario. All those fuckers are your enemies, but you're all like, we got to get this one out first.
Right. And it never worked out well for anybody. You ever notice that?
No.
Although a lot of big guys, more or less, now back in the day of like Andre stuff, they're like, in like the era, like late 80s, early 90s, even in the now, the big guys don't win shit. They don't win no battle royals. No. They get dipped by the smallest guy in the match sometimes. So here's another one for you. What if at the end of the new movie, Michael wakes up and it's all a dream, and it's 1978, and he's still in the Smith Grove Sanitarium, staring at the wall, looking past the wall to this night.
Well, we've heard different versions of that theory.
Yeah, on both ends, hers and his.
Some crazier than others.
Yeah, I mean, that one was just fun because that was kind of the sentiment of what Dr. Loomis had said before. But okay, and here's a groundbreaking. This may be a spoiler, guys. I'm just saying that's a joke, but still, this may be a spoiler, guys. We all know how Halloween ends. Will really end.
Oh, we do.
Ben Tramer will make his debut in the timeline and put the ends in Halloween. He'll avenge his daughter Karen's death. Ben Tramer, the hero we need, but not the one we deserve.
A character we've never really seen before, unless you count.
Literally, we've never seen him. We've never seen his face.
And that was Dick Warlock.
No,
wasn't that Dick Warlock?
Dick Warlock was driving.
It was the cop. That's right. He was the cop driving the car.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We've never actually seen the character Ben Tramer's face. We've never seen it. He was dressed as Michael Myers, basically.
I'm not. I mean, we might see Ben Tramer in the movie, maybe.
Right, and we talked about that before. Yeah, there's a possibility that that character may,
Yeah.
in a flashback, maybe something, maybe in her memoirs, maybe she's writing about him. Who knows?
It's not that
who knows?
exciting.
No, I think it would be something.
And we've never even gotten a confirmation that was Karen's dad. Although with what Hawkins said, certainly would make you suspect it, but it's not. Still, we haven't confirmed that that's the case.
The whole thing with Tramer, if he does show up, I think it's more of a satisfying thing to the fans,
right?
Just to say, oh, okay, we finally seen the dude.
Yeah.
Now we're good. Move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we've talked about spoilers being out there, and we know that they're out there. And apparently, this poor person came across them. Whether or not they're real or not, I couldn't tell you. But here's what they said, and no worries. There's actually no spoilers in this statement. I'm posting this because I don't want this to happen to anyone else. I was literally just scrolling YouTube normally, and a Halloween End spoiler popped up out of nowhere with the ending and the title and everything. I have no idea why YouTube would recommend me a channel that I have never clicked on. It was not ours, by the way, just saying.
No, it definitely wasn't ours.
I never even looked up any Halloween Ends videos, and now they just ruined it for me. Please be careful when scrolling through YouTube. I'm so sad now. I actually kind of feel bad for this person.
I
because
do. They weren't looking for it.
Right. If you're like us, you don't want the end spoiled.
That's something that could have happened to any one of us.
Yeah, absolutely. So also the soundtrack for Ends has leaked.
I saw that. I wasn't even willing to look at that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you once I read this. Some of the tracks contain spoilers, which we already knew was going to happen.
That's what I was worried about.
The soundtrack is rumored to be revealed with a track on September 6th, which is already passed, and it has leaked to YouTube. I'll be honest with you, I did listen to the minute and some odd second supposed
I heard I did listen. I didn't hear the Halloween theme. I heard something else. I didn't look at the title of it, but I listened to it.
I have not seen anything with a full list of the tracks, and I won't.
No.
But I did listen to that, and not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking sweet. But if you're like us and you don't want it to be ruined, do not search for the Halloween End soundtrack track listing, or you will fuck yourself up.
Guys, you'll see it. You'll hear it all, and you'll see it all in due time.
Yeah.
Have patience. Unless you want spoiled. Hey, I'm not here to tell you. We're not here to tell you one way or the other.
Yeah. Hey, it's your choice. If you're looking to see what the soundtrack has in store for you and what the movie basically is going to entail, head on over to YouTube and check it out. If you're not, and you're like us, once again, stay the fuck off of YouTube. Well, except for watching our video and AG. The AG guys,
ATG and AT, watch their stuff because
absolutely,
we're gonna do something with them here. I got to get back to them.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, so we made you guys wait long enough, and it wasn't even a long wait, right?
No, it wasn't. It's been like 5 minutes. God, stop complaining.
I know, right? Alan dropped the bomb. He said earlier today, we had no idea, and I have other stuff too, but like going into today, I had what I had written out because I saw what I saw over the past week or so. So we knew that it wasn't going to be a very heavy Halloween Ends video, but you wake up today and boom, there it is, a TV spot for Halloween Ends. We're going to go ahead and just play it for you after the video. They're going to flag us for it. We don't give a shit at this point. Everybody else and their brother's going to share it too. So we're going to do the same thing. A couple of takeaways from that is what I really, really, really like about it is that, again, they don't give us a lot. And I love that.
Yeah. A little bit more than what we got before.
Yes. You see a couple different faces. You see a real close up of Corey, and he has a statement of saying, it's Halloween. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
And I can tell you just from that, I want to punch him in the face, and I'm probably not going to like his character.
Yeah.
I already don't like the dude from a 2-second cameo.
Yeah, he's a jackass. The character, I don't know about the character. Right. You see a quick kill. Michael pins somebody to the wall, does the head tilt, so we will see that again.
Yep. I really like the chanting of the boogeyman is coming. The boogeyman is coming.
Yeah.
I love that, dude.
Yeah, another
love that.
Yeah.
If listen, I was just talking to a friend of mine who actually works in a theater. And we were talking about stuff, and he said, man, he said, I haven't seen any kind of, we haven't got posters yet. We haven't got a trailer yet. And I said, I'll be honest with you, I'm okay with that, though.
Oh, yeah.
because I like the fact that, we're not getting everything ruined for us.
Yeah.
And he said, well, the only thing that I'm worried about is if they don't kind of do something soon, will people lose interest? I said, oh, dude, people are ready for this.
Yeah.
Like they're ready. They're giving us images and they're giving us little stuff along the way that really is just.
They're not using traditional promotion as much. They're using, social media,
And I'll
when
be honest with you,
Peacock's going to push the hell out of it as we get closer.
And I'll be honest with you, whether or not this is their strategy, I don't know, but it's fucking smart either way, man.
Yeah.
Also, waking up today, we got a little blast from Trick or Treat Studios. The mask is up for order as of 9:15. So I will definitely throw up some pictures, some different side views.
Gnarly.
Dude, I dig it. A lot of people were shitting on it already, but I like it. I think it's cool looking, man. I'm gonna get it because my goal is to one day have all the masks from Halloween. I don't have them
all displayed.
Yes, I have 78. I have Halloween 2. I have Halloween 6. I have 2018. I have Halloween Kills, and I'm gonna get Ends. So my gap there would be the 3 Season of the Witch mask, 4, 5, and H2O Resurrection. So I have a long way to go.
Have you ever considered getting the Kirk mask and doing a conversion on it?
You know what? I saw a couple of videos of people doing it on YouTube. I would be afraid that I would fuck it up.
Oh, I know.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
now I think Trick or Treat Studios is not mass producing them anymore. So the one
somebody sells them still.
Are they still?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Because they sell the
find one.
They sell the Ben Tramer mask too, actually.
Because I'd be willing to do one. That could be also a fun video for us to work together
sweet.
And try to do one and see how it turns out.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll probably fuck it up.
Right. It's going to happen. One eye will be bigger than the other,
That's the part I'm worried about is cutting the eyes.
Yeah, dude, that's the scariest part of the
I don't have surgical precision.
Or the whole fucking eye will be like, you'll be able to see your whole forehead, be like, well, it's close enough, I don't know if you know this too, but they sell that Brute mask from Halloween 5 too that Tina bought for her
Really?
boyfriend.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, that was, dude, what was creepy about that mask was his eyes in the fucking thing.
Yeah.
When she was like kissing him and shit, and he was just like, I was like, yeah, that's fucking creepy, dude. So no, that mask is kind of fucking creepy. I would add that to my collection too, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
Hell yeah, no doubt. Because he did wear it. So
he absolutely did. So we have a look at the mask. To me, it looks super cool. Again, I'm going to be picking it up. I don't know when, but Trick or Treat Studios is releasing that on pre-order on 9/15. So if you're looking to get the mask, jump on Trick or Treat and get that sucker.
Yeah, looks good.
And I think I said Trick or Street. How about Trick or Treat? Jesus Christ,
Trick
I
or
can't
Street.
fucking talk today.
Trick or Street, Trick or Treat.
That's a new movie we're gonna make. Trick or Street.
We have so many titles for movies.
We really do. No, we really do.
Amityville Trick or Street. Amityville on top of it.
Dude, speaking of that real quick, and I didn't even tell you this, so I guess I'm gonna tell you live right now, and we'll pre-taped right now, and then get your reaction.
Okay.
I just sent last night Hallows Eve and Writer's Block into Severed Limbs Film Fest.
Oh, sweet.
So we'll see if we get accepted and see what happens, man.
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Yeah, and we're gonna post all that stuff for you guys.
Yes, we are gonna. I am gonna. All I wanted to do was just add the thing for Anthony and Jimmy at the end, and I am gonna get that edit going so we can.
Yeah. And
I'm actually gonna get DVDs going here real soon too. So
I love it, and we have stuff we want to do. I have something pretty much I finished writing. I'd love to do it. So
yes.
It's time, but we love doing stuff, and it's not for everybody. But I think that some of you guys will appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Because I'll be honest with you, we don't expect fanfare. We don't want a pat on the back. We don't want to say, "Oh my God, that was great." Yeah. We're just a group of friends having fun, man.
Yeah,
and
that's all it's about.
It's what we created, and we're happy with it. We're proud of it, So that's all it really is.
It's a lot of work.
Maybe in October we'll work on getting that up on the page so everybody.
That would be fun, yeah. Or we'll release it out there.
We'll do
at
that.
least we have by then 300 to 400 people that'll get a chance to look at it. So
yeah, exactly, and talk shit too, and that's okay because we'll take it.
Hey, we'll take it. Yeah.
So we jumped the gun on the news a little bit. We talked about the news TV spot. We talked about the mask coming out, and now it's time to talk about a little bit of marketing that's been hitting over the past couple weeks. We got some new images, a behind the scenes picture of Jamie Lee Curtis and David Gordon Green on set, which is it's cool to see,
Yeah.
We also got a picture of Michael Myers, or is it, taking out a new victim. We don't know if that's really Michael, but it could be, it could not be. But the victim looks like she's about to get fucked up.
Regardless of who it is.
Right. And my personal favorite, Michael attacking Laurie with a knitting needle.
I did dig that, yeah.
Dude, he didn't forget about that shit from 78. You know, payback's a bitch. I love that image. I think that's so cool. Again, we talked about, like, I love the little callbacks to the originals and just the movies themselves from the series. I love that they do that. And I love that they're continuing to do that in cool little ways like that. Let's see. So we also got new marketing. Let's see. Now, some of the stuff that I found could be fan made. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But like different posters, different images, different stuff like that. And I'll pop them up so everybody can see them. But some of them have actually been really cool, even if they are fan made. People do some really cool shit. But like a lot of cool shots of Michael Myers. A really cool shot of Laurie Strode that has her, like, if I remember right, I think it's her from 78 and then her now, and it's this final girl on it and stuff. Just a lot of really cool stuff. You know, just been finding throughout the time. And apparently a big billboard has taken over New York City, and marketing is all over the place for Halloween Ends.
Nice.
Michael has taken Manhattan, not just Jason.
That's right.
But Michael has now taken Manhattan also.
Yeah, and Ghostface is hovering around there somewhere too, right?
Right. Everybody's going to meet up in Manhattan, and we're going to have a big multiverse of Manhattan movie or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, if you're in New York, check out the billboard. If you're in New York and you
send us a picture.
Yeah, send us a picture, man. That'd be cool shit. All right, but now it's time for the biggest news of the update. That beats out the TV spot and the mask.
All right.
Are you ready for this one, man?
I don't know. I'm glad I'm sitting. So
this one both excites me in a way, but also worries me.
I'm nervous. I'm stressing out over here.
Okay. David Gordon Green still tweaking with the ending of Halloween Ends.
Hey, yeah, I did see something about that.
Here's what he had to say. It changes every day. In theory, the picture is locked. But this morning I called the editor and said, what if we do this one thing?
How the fuck do you tweet? Does he just take footage in and out?
Dude, I don't know. He continues with this, though. He says, I speak with John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis regularly about it. It's exciting, uncertain, satisfying, and sad. That sad part kind of freaks me out a little bit. I've enjoyed the ride, but it's probably time to get off. I think we're going to go out with a bang. He also says, if our second film was a free-for-all, violent chaos, this one is more intimate, atmospheric conclusion. Okay, so let me just sink all that in. You sink all that in for a second. And it sounds like to me he's having some doubts and he's not sure which way to go. Now, this late in the game, that's kind of scary, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we're weeks away.
Yeah, I mean, we're counting down almost a month out, just a little over a month out. And I don't know how you take this, but for me, it kind of furthers that idea that we're going to get two different versions. Because if the director himself is hesitant on what he wants to show people, listen, this is the last one. Let's go balls to the motherfucking wall and give people every bit of fucking everything you have on this movie. If you yourself aren't sure about the ending that you're going to, well, I don't know if I guess I can't really even say that. But if you're not sure about the ending that you want to show people, not what you're going to show people, but you want to show people, give us all of it. Give us every bit of that shit. Give us one in theaters. Give us another one on Peacock.
Yeah.
Give us all that shit, dude.
Why not?
I don't know how I think about that. It's an interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. You know,
maybe he's overthinking. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Well, hopefully he doesn't overthink in a way that, you know, takes something that could have been good and
that's what's scary about it.
Over tweaks it. I mean, you know,
because hey man, his little bit of tweaking could be something that we don't like.
Yeah.
And you know what I think, honestly, if they give us two different versions of the film, well, two different endings, we'll say, however they do it, I think one ending is going to make people happy. That ending would be obviously Michael Myers surviving. And the other ending would be the one that would piss people off with Jamie Lee Curtis beating Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the hardest decision is here. Do we kill off this character or do we kill off her character?
Well,
I think that's
it could, and again, if you do it both ways, you give everybody what they want. You choose which one is your ending.
yeah, dude.
And we go from there.
Essentially, at that point, you're right. You have everything you wanted.
Yeah.
If you're a fan, you may not like the movie, but you may like one of the endings.
Yeah.
So really, you can't please everybody all the time, but with doing that and you're giving us both of them, you would please your audience in some way.
Yes, at least with the ending.
Half will be happy, half will be pissed, half will be happy, half will be pissed. That makes sense if you say it twice.
Well,
like that,
there's always that.
Well,
There's going to be always that contingent that fucking hates it no matter what.
Everything about it, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
I mean, hey, I'm still. It's possible we could sit here on whatever day, the 15th or whatever day we sit down and finally talk about it, and we might sit here and just hate it. I don't know. I mean,
very true. Yeah. We might share the same way that Keith feels about it right now. He's not happy about it. You know what I'm saying? And he could be right.
He's sounding the alarms. Maybe he's right.
Yeah.
I hope not. Man. I think we all hope not. I think he hopes not. You know. But But yeah, it could be. I don't know. I think it's gonna be very mixed. I think it's gonna be a very mixed thing. I think
I do too.
Some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna hate it. I think it's gonna be similar to Kills.
Yeah.
And I mean Halloween 2018, it was kind of the same thing. I mean, it was very mixed. And
dude, there's a lot of stuff nobody likes. I saw people shitting on Black Phone and I was like, dude, that's a really good movie. I don't know how you could not like that.
You liked it? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great movie. Great movie. Yeah. I don't know how people don't like it. I honestly don't, but that's just my take. Again, I liked it. So but that's all I got, man. Real quick before because we want you to stay for the after credits scene that we're going to show you today.
Yes.
Not just the trailer or the TV spot, but I have two things that I didn't even send you yet. Actually, I did send you the one. It's a really cool picture that pretty much justifies how we feel about spoiling Halloween Ends for us. Mm-hmm. And also one that I'm going to put in the end of the video. It was actually kind of funny. It says, I think it says, "This is how Halloween should end." And there's a picture of Michael putting on the mask. But below that is a picture of someone without the mask. And I'm just going to leave that at the end of the video for you guys to see. It's a nice little callback and a fun little thing to show. But I know you got some comments. I know
we do. Some stuff, yes. So. All right. I'll start with the first one. William Penn Jr. says, everybody keeps talking about Corey, but don't say who he is. We don't know a whole lot about Corey. We know that he is a new character. We believe he's the love interest of Allison.
We heard that. It's also something about he is a kid that supposedly was suspected of murdering a child he was babysitting or something too. So we don't know the connection. And we said basically the obvious thing would be here. Yeah, if this kid is a copycat of Michael, then he's going to want to date Allison to get to Lord. It just makes the most sense.
And that's the rumor, is that he becomes the Michael Myers copycat, which is highly suspected at this point based on what we've seen. So that's pretty much, that's Corey. D-Man says, great stuff as usual, guys. Keep them coming. Hey, we plan on it. Michael Audrey Myers sent us a pumpkin and a knife. I love it.
we got to watch. We don't piss him off because that knife might go through one of us.
Yes.
Watch, man.
Yeah. He's on. We're on his good side now. We'll stay on his good side. That's my goal.
I hope so.
We got Rusty now. We got him. I don't want to piss any of these guys off.
Telling you, man. No.
Million Ideas says, love the content as usual. A correction, though. The studio isn't pushing this as the last Halloween movie. That confusion came from certain fans to where they issued a statement as far back as June. Let's see. Jason Blum says, I did not say it's going to be the last Halloween movie. It's our last Halloween movie. We have no more rights to make any more Halloween, so it goes back to Malika Cod and what he does. And I do remember this quote. Only he knows, but we are done. And that this is our last one, and I think people will be very happy. Yeah, and we've kind of said it before. Everybody knows, like, I think that when you call a movie Halloween Ends, there is insinuation that it ends. I don't think, and I think it's like the same thing. Freddy's dead.
You want to know?
Jason Goes to Hell, or
want to know how it really ends, man? It really ends with Halloween ends at midnight that night, and it's November 1st. That's how it ends. I'm sorry to ruin it for you, but that's it,
the
man.
ending. And then Michael's just it's gonna strike midnight. He's just gonna drop his knife and turn around and go home. Like, see you next year.
It's fucking November 1st. That's it. He's not allowed to be out. He just can't.
But no, there's and Jason Blum said that the rights are going back to Malik Akkad, and I'm sure at that point in time Akkad will immediately start. I mean, that's his.
Oh, dude, can guarantee you. I mean, the rights essentially are already back in his hands now that the fact that the movie is made. I would think once that fucker is shown, and it's done its run, I guarantee you people are gonna be calling him out the asshole to want to jump in and somehow find a way to make that come back. I don't think it's going to be right away. I think we're going to probably see anywhere from 5 to 10 years from now, possibly.
That's what I'm thinking.
But it's going to come back. We know that Blumhouse themselves set out to do a trilogy. They're doing the same thing with the Exorcist movie upcoming. So we'll see what happens.
Keith says, John Carpenter said the only thing that will kill off Michael for real is bad box office. Then it's streaming this. Then it's streaming the same fucking day and date now. Bullshit. So apparently Keith is not a fan of the Peacock release.
No.
Keith, I do have a question though. If they release 2 versions of the movie with 2 endings, does that change your mind? Does that change your viewpoint on it? I'd be interesting to hear.
Good question.
Jamie Lee Curtis has been in charge with the scripts and writing. I've seen her interviews saying, I have to let David do his job. I need to leave him alone with the scripts. Not looking good. I'm definitely going to see it October 13th, 7 p.m. in the theater. I love it. Marketing has been terrible. It's non-existent. Why no marketing explains a lot. Plus, Tots, I don't even think is doing another Mass Friends. Well, they did today. They just released. So it is kind of late in the process.
Very true. Yeah.
I think there is only one version. It's going to be confused. So he thinks there's only one version. They are just pushing both. A shame this trilogy went way too overboard with the social commentary crap. I hate politics and Halloween. These movies have a man-hate undertone that drives me nuts. Every man is dumb in these movies. All right. Well, I'm trying to think of it. I don't think Hawkins is dumb, though.
No.
Barker is dumb.
Terrible.
Tommy was dumb
to an extent. Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
He meant well.
But
he did mean well. I think Lonnie stepped up.
Lonnie was cool. I mean, he was dumb in terms of going in the house by himself.
Oh yeah, for going in the house at all. Shit, I ain't going in there. I'm not going in there, dude.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a lot of social commentary in it. I'll give you that. I don't think it's necessary, but at the same time, it's one of those things that horror movies have been doing for a long time. I'm with you. I don't need politics. I don't need social commentary.
No, absolutely not.
So they can leave that out as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
It'll be in this one though. I don't know.
Of course. Yeah, it'll be there in some way, shape, or form.
It does seem like Jamie Lee Curtis does have a lot of input on the creative direction of the movie, based on what David Gordon Green has said and things like that.
I really don't think that he's going to, even though she may have some input, I don't think that he's going to allow her to fuck this up, though.
Right. No, I think this is his movie.
Yeah.
And I think
he knows.
I think that they've given her a lot of creative leeway. And she has influenced the story. I'll say that. But I do think the overarching vision is his vision. Whatever him and Danny McBride sat down and talked about initially, I think that's what we're getting. But I mean, we'll see. Hopefully this movie is more straightforward, in your face, more to the roots of Halloween than what a lot of people are worried about. But we'll find out here.
Yeah, we will.
Damac says, I'll watch it at home with my blunts and my munchies. Salute Peacock.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
Hey, and hopefully you enjoy it. Good for you. J-Man 3081 says, years ago, I watched this documentary. I don't remember the name of the documentary, but it was about a lot of different horror movies. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, etc. When the part about Halloween was being talked about, it was explained how Halloween was one of the first slasher films, and I believe the creators of Halloween kind of had inspiration from Alfred Hitchcock style of filming, especially from Psycho. Well, I'm just putting this out there to see how you feel about it. Do you suppose David Gordon Green may have shot ends in an Alfred Hitchcock type of way? If not the whole film, maybe a scene or two. It'd be intriguing to see it go out the way it started. Well, if you watch the first trailer.
If you hit my thing, I responded to that.
Oh, did you? I got to actually go in there. Well, I'll read your response. Well, I'll point out too, if you watch the first trailer, with the way the camera goes in the door, and that's very Hitchcockian.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Let me find a comment here, and we'll read your. Here it is.
Yeah, I actually did respond to that.
You said, I definitely feel like the shot of Karen's death and ends. Yeah, it was tribute to the shower scene death from Psycho. Very good question, and I like how you're thinking. Carpenter also took inspiration from 74's Black Christmas for Halloween 72. Yeah, really, and really, both of those movies were shot in a similar manner. But I definitely think we'll see some of that. I think we've seen some of that. Even in 2018, when he starts on the street and you follow him through and he picks up the hammer and goes through, that is a similar kind of style.
If you think about it, Psycho has always been a I guess we'll say a companion to Halloween in some ways.
Yeah.
Look at H2O. You got Janet Leigh, who was in Psycho.
Yeah.
You got the car from Psycho.
Yep.
And if you pay attention in the background there, you hear lightly in the background the music from Psycho.
Yeah.
So they did all that on purpose, and it was really cool to see that. So there's always been a connection, in a way, to Halloween and Psycho. So
I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis being the main character.
The name Sam Loomis came from Psycho.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So there's always been some comparison there between the two.
But no, that's a cool thing to look at. That's a cool question.
Absolutely.
Neon Dion says, I think releasing two different. By the way, this blew up into a big thread. If you want to go in and read it, I think releasing two different movies at the same time would be looked at by the studio and creators as too confusing to the casual fans. Fair point. If they release a different version, it would likely be later on, like H6 did, but possibly on DVD, whatever streaming service would give them the money for it. Well, here's what I'll say. In the event, if they're not releasing them two separate versions simultaneously, which is very likely that they're not, then I would expect the alternate ending to come out on DVD. But then again, I don't know. We're
I also responded to that too and said the same thing. Like, Peacock themselves put out the other version of Halloween with the extra added scenes too.
Right.
So it's likely that they're going to do, like, again, I still feel like, I'm not going to read too much into it, but I feel like she did kind of leave off a little bit of a clue when she said what she said.
Yeah.
And the fact that David Gordon Green isn't too sure about how he wants to go right now really kind of adds some fuel to that fire. So,
yeah, there's definitely good reason to speculate on that for sure. I don't know.
And we'll find out. I'm gonna go to the theater. I'm gonna watch it. I've decided to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna watch it on Peacock, and I'll see if there's a difference. Who knows?
Yeah. We'll be talking about it either way.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
We have another one here from Keith. Ever notice that the stills in a trailer look odd? She's in 78 clothes, and something is odd about that. Marketing has been terrible for this film. It's even okay. He talks about the Tots mask again. Terrible for this film, and then it's going to Peacock. The Ends mask, I don't even think is getting released by Tots.
Oh no, yeah, we read that one.
We read that.
We were telling him that. I think I even responded to him and told him too that I think that they had to wait a certain amount of time. Trick or Treat wasn't able to, like, they were saying that the mask was coming, they were saying that the pre-order was coming, but they had to wait till a certain time. I'm assuming today was that certain time because we got that picture of the mask and everything too. So yeah. As far as marketing goes, though, I like that there's not a lot going on. We said that, and I really like that.
Yeah.
For me, it's okay. I understand where other people would get upset about it. They want to see more.
Yeah.
They want the movie to be hyped up and pushed. Like they think it should.
Well, they're being careful with their promotion this time because of what happened last time.
And I think that's you have to commend them for that much. You have to.
He does go on to say, I think it's a movie and a retelling of some kind. We've kind of speculated on similar lines on that.
Flashbacks from maybe her memoir and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
as she's writing and stuff too, or maybe you're reading an excerpt or something. Yeah.
Keith also says in another comment, just a shame this trilogy could have ended on a high. The marketing machine is nada. They are letting YouTubers give out the marketing for them. You guys deserve a check. I like the way you think. So David Gordon Green, Jason Blum, Malika Akkad, if you guys are watching.
Danny McBride.
Shoot us a message. We'll get you our direct deposit information, or you could mail us a check. That's fine. I have no problem with a paper check. We'll take cash, Venmo.
As long as it says Blumhouse Halloween and it has a picture of Michael Myers on the check, I'm in, dude.
We don't accept Dogecoin now. It's got to be real money.
No, I don't want no Doja Cat or whatever the fuck that's called. I don't want none of that.
That's all I got for comments. Keep them coming, guys.
Yes.
I want to know what you guys think as we get closer to this. What do you think of the new trailer?
What do you think of the new mask? Give us. What do you think of the new mask? Ideas, man. Yeah.
Are there going to be 2 movies released?
I'm kind of hoping so, man.
I think it would be cool as hell. I think it would be cool as hell. And if now's the time to do it. So,
yes. Like I said, man, if it's your last movie, let's go balls to the wall and give us every fucking bit of it, man.
That's it. And the tweaking of the ending, I don't know. We'll see. But that's it.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn
my turn.
This is your deal.
All right. We want you to jump on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow, hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. And most importantly, jump on Reddit and continue the horror discussion with us. We want to know what you think about what we just talked about.
Yeah.
We want to know what you think about everything else horror related. We're having fun on there. We're sharing shit. We got people talking to us now, so it's really cool.
Yep.
We want you to join in on the conversation too. And don't forget to stick around after the little credits of our video to see the 2 pictures I talked to you about. And for the guy that asked us about wrestling stuff, we are definitely going to put out something soon.
Yeah, we were just talking about the whole AEW CM Punk situation. I know that I've read up on it, and more is developing from that.
Yeah, dude, it's been crazy, but we're definitely going to get on to something with that. It's hard sometimes. Like we both our kids are back in school now.
Yeah.
So
you would think that with the kids in school would make it easier, but the process of getting them to school and then back from school is a struggle. You're still wrestling a full-time schedule.
Yeah.
And we also want to do something with the ATG and AT guys. I kind of feel bad we haven't. So I got to get with you afterwards, and we'll figure out some days that we can do it and see.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna do, hopefully collaborate with those guys on something Michael Myers related. We've thrown a few things around.
Yeah.
So we're definitely working on things. We'll get to it. We're gonna do it, and again, we have our movies coming, and we've been talking about doing more skits and everything else. So, I mean, million things we want to do. We'll get to it.
We will.
All right, guys. That's it.
That's a wrap.
We'll see you next time.
Later, guys.
It's Halloween. We're going to have a good time tonight.
The boogeyman is coming. He's gonna get you. 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 Please help me.
It's time to put the boogeyman to bed.
Halloween ends.
I've run from you. I've chased you. But it's your last Halloween, Michael.
Halloween ends. Rated R.
Fans, check out and follow the Horror Guys. You can find them on Facebook, facebook.com/The Horror Guys. On Twitter, Horror Guys 21, that's HORRORGUYS 21. On YouTube, The Horror Guys. And also on Spotify, search for The Horror Guys.
Beetlejuice.